you click that and scroll to the bottom, you'll see a troubleshooting link, and clicking that troubleshooting link will take you through to all of the Windows troubleshooters. Or if you go to the main control panel and view the control panel by either large or small icons, there is a troubleshooting section and link that you can click on, and this will take you through, same as with the Action Center, to the main troubleshooting options. And the first one here is Programs. Run programs made for previous versions of Windows. Clicking this will activate the troubleshooter itself. You'll see there's an advanced link here, and all that does is gives you an option to either apply repairs automatically, which is the default action, or to not apply them automatically if you want to just diagnose what the problem is and then decide for yourself later on what compatibility settings you want to manually apply, and we'll look at that a little bit later on. So with the Compatibility Troubleshooter open, click Next, and Windows will search for all of your installed software. I have various bits of software installed here, not that many, and the one I want to troubleshoot is Microsoft Photo Drawer, which I will select in the list. If the software you see isn't listed, then just click Not Listed, and you will be prompted to, in a File Explorer window, to navigate to that program on your PC. So with the software selected, click Next, and Windows here is offering you several options. Do you want to try what it thinks are going to be the recommended settings for that program? And this is dependent on what Windows already knows or may not know about your software. Or do you want to troubleshoot it thoroughly? Now, we're going to troubleshoot it thoroughly because, well, firstly I want to show you through the process, but also because if you're going to be running legacy software, then recommended settings are probably not going to provide the compatibility options that you really need. So we'll click Troubleshoot Program. Now, here is where we'll be asked several questions. And you'll see the questions here. The program, which problems did you notice? Well, the program worked in an earlier version of Windows but won't install or run. The program opens but it doesn't display correctly. The program requires additional permissions, or I don't see my problem listed. Now I'm going to select I don't see my problem listed because I happen to know that in Microsoft Photo Drawer, and the reason I have selected this particular package, in Windows 7 and Windows 8 there is a DirectX graphics issue that is unresolved because it is an older piece of software. So we'll click Next. So, with which version of Windows did this program work before? Well, the last time Microsoft Photo Drawer worked perfectly for me was under Windows XP. So I'll select Windows XP Service Pack 3 and click Next. So it's now asking what problems we noticed. An error message saying the program needs to run in 256 colours. The program starts in a very small window and won't switch to full screen or to a larger window. Window transparency isn't displayed properly. This could be that you're getting graphical artifacts on the screen. The program does not display properly when large scale font settings are selected. Windows controls appear cut off, or the program changes its visual theme when it started, or you don't see your problem listed. Again, this is a DirectX issue, so I don't see the problem listed. So now we've told Windows what the issues are. So what it has done is it has selected what it thinks are appropriate compatibility settings for, in this case, Microsoft Photo Drawer. You'll see that it's set it in compatibility mode for Windows XP Service Pack 3, and it's set it to run as administrator, which means that whenever we start the program, we'll have a user account control prompt. And you can test the program at this point by clicking the Start the Program button, which will launch that program on your desktop. We're not going to do that now. I'm going to click Next. And it's saying, giving us more information here. It's saying it's warning that I need to start the program to make sure that these settings have fixed the program, and it really does want me to test it. So let's test it. It's clicked up a user account control prompt here, and we'll click through and photo draw will start. But I happen to know that this particular problem isn't going to be fixed in this scenario, which is entirely why I chose it. So we started the program, we'll click Next. Now, you get to the end of the program Compatibility Troubleshooter and you've got several options here. So, has it fixed the problem? Yes, it's fixed the problem. We'll save those compatibility settings. No, it hasn't fixed the problem. So we'll try again with some different settings, and what that option will do is take you through the questions that you were asked previously again. Or no, let's report the problem to Microsoft and see if a solution to it is available online. So this is the one we're going to select in this case, and it will generate a compatibility report or an error report, and it will report it to Microsoft. So it says incompatible application is detected. So now what do we want to do? Do we want to close this troubleshooter? Do we want to explore additional options? Or there's a link here to view detailed information. Let's have a look at this one first. So detailed information tells us all of the information that's been reported, such as the publisher information, the name of the incompatible application, anything that's been detected here, and information about the publisher. And Microsoft can then use this information to either try and fix the application, or a function within Windows to allow this application to run, or it can pass this information on to the publisher of that program so that they can fix it themselves. So, having had a look at that detailed information, we'll now explore additional options and we'll see what else we can do. This takes us through to the additional information in the troubleshooting section, where the options include contacting Microsoft Help and Support, going on to the Windows community, such as the Microsoft Answers website, which is an excellent resource, looking for related troubleshooters, and some companies can write their own troubleshooters for applications or even hardware or anything. They're written in XML. So you may be working in a company that has already written its own troubleshooters for software and hardware. And there are other options, getting help from a friend using remote assistance, which we'll look at in a later module, and recovery options, and online support of actually chatting with someone online who can offer support for your particular issue.